Good evening. Good evening. This is Angela. Welcome to the city of welcome to the city of healing, where the city resides within. It is a beautiful Wednesday evening, and as I mentioned before, the weather is warming up, and it's a time when I increase my walking activity. Besides other, exercise routines that I do to stay happy, well, and healthy. you know, and I just love walking in the evening. You can hear the birds. The sky is so peaceful. And now, a lot of trees are blooming, so it's really beautiful. And I still have not figured out how to turn this camera around when I am videotaping, so I apologize, but it is indeed beautiful, and I love walking. One of my favorite things to do, and I'm going to walk and talk. But this evening, I just wanted to, while I'm walking, just do a brief share. I met one of my, well, I didn't meet him, I already known him, but one of my favorite people came in today, 97-year-old, and he's doing well. He does yoga, and he's, takes care of himself to the best of his ability. He's doing a really, really good job. And I asked him again what he felt was the key to his longevity. And again, I get the same theme around spirituality and just really strengthening our mind and, yoga and mental well-being, basically, is what he described to me. But I've talked to a lot of elderly, including my grandmother, who lived to 92, and she had Parkinson's disease, but she did a lot of walking, and she wouldn't say that she was the healthiest person, and she did not go to church a lot, but she did have, a spiritual practice. And also, she didn't necessarily attribute it to diet and exercise, but when she did eat, she ate very small portions. Now, this isn't the grandmother that I grew up with. This is my maternal mother. And basically, she ate small portions, and they didn't eat a lot. I remember visiting her sometimes and, not eating a lot. And basically, we stayed in house and, just stayed calm and chill most of the time. But a lot was not focusing on eating for sure. But as I mentioned, the theme or purpose of this video is talking about the key to longevity. And first of all, I just want to say I don't think there is one universal key to longevity, because, everything don't work for everybody. But I do think what's important is, genetics will play a part, your constitution will play a part, and what you do with all of that attributes to our longevity, And I know with most of the elderly that I have spoken to say that the key is spirituality or some type of religion, So exercise and healthy eating is important. But someone said something yes. Someone said something very key to me once before. She was like, and more than one person actually, they were like, I don't necessarily want to live to be an older person, really. But what I do want to do, and why I eat, way I eat to stay healthy, the why I exercise is so that I can be the best that I can be right now. So the purpose of me, taking care of myself isn't to live a long life, but to live the best life that I can for myself, because, we do all these things to take care of ourselves, and health and longevity is not promised yet. Some people do all of these things to themselves, with drugs and alcohol and unhealthy eating and no exercise. And some people can still live a pretty long life, not statistically so, but I have known it to happen, you know. Just being in the health field and just doing my own personal research and asking questions is what I've discovered. And like I mentioned before, one day I'm going to finish writing my paper, to present, the keys to longevity, which I just said I don't think there is a key, but I do believe that our constitution, who we really are, and genetics play a great factor, and, longevity not necessarily, I don't think, should be the key, but living your best life, what you will have to do physically, mentally, and what you consume so that you can live the best life that you can. I think those are all important to mention. And basically the reason why I do what I do to stay well is because I like doing it. It makes me feel good, and when I don't do it, I don't feel as well. So I tend to lean towards the aspect of not necessarily going towards longevity, which for some reason I do know that I will live a long life, but not necessarily attribute to because I'm taking this awesome good care of myself, but a knowing, genetics, constitution, and your livelihood, how you live and take care of yourself, will manifest itself in how you live live your life, day by day. And I'm looking forward to just, continuing to take care of myself. I like doing it. I like motivating other people to do it, because it's not, like I said, not necessary to live a long life, but to live your best life and to feel good, And someone once said, you live in a long life, but, you live into your 90s and you get to see a lot of things, a lot of happy things and a lot of sad things too. So living a long life has its plus and minuses, I believe. So I say the key is basically doing things that make you feel good, and make you feel at your best, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And even though we will live a long life, if it's promised to us, if we live how we should, spiritually, we will get there. So I just wanted to come forth and just share my little walk and do a little brief share on the key to longevity. And I haven't found it. I have not found it, because there is no universal key that will guarantee if you do A, B, C, D, like this, that, and the other, longevity is promised to you. But anyway, here's to wishing you well and just enjoying life. I mean, I'm just totally distracted because it's so beautiful out here, Look at the sky. The moon, I don't know if you can see it. It's just gorgeous. And it feels so good. It's about 58, 62 degrees. And I'm enjoying my life. And I hope you are too. Thanks for visiting the city. I'm going to speed up my walk and just take some deep breaths, and enjoy. You'll have a good evening. Bye.